Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. This is the iPhone 13. Now, I've been using it as my primary device since the day it launched, that is 24th September 2021. I've had my primary SIM card in here and it is in time for my full review of the iPhone 13. Is it worth it? Should you go for it? Well, let's try to find the answer to these questions in this video. Sit back, relax and have fun. Design-wise, the iPhone 13 is very similar to iPhone 12. Apple could have easily called this the iPhone 12s and called it a day. But nope, they are going to give it a number upgrade and I don't think that's the right call because design-wise they are very similar. The only major difference over here is with the camera module. The cameras are diagonally arranged now and that's pretty much it. Also, the camera sensor is bigger, like it is physically bigger, and that is noticeable. Apart from that, this phone is basically the iPhone 12 with some new colors. But nevertheless, I do like this design. The same flat industrial looking smartphone, which I do like by the way. The flat edges over here are my favorite. Build quality wise as well, this phone does not disappoint. Glass on the front and back with an aluminum frame. At this point, Apple has pretty much nailed the design and build quality of their smartphones, so no complaints over there. Also, one thing that is highly underrated is clicky buttons. The buttons should be clicky and iPhones have the best buttons out there. It's a small thing, but it does matter. Apple has improved the display on the iPhone 13 ever so slightly. These display panels are now brighter as compared to iPhone 12. Like the peak brightness is more and the difference is very minimal. It's not that big a deal, it's a minor difference and some would not even notice the difference between iPhone 12 and iPhone 13. So yeah, it is a small difference. But nevertheless, these display panels are excellent. Really good viewing angles, the color reproduction is on point and everything looks very good on this display. Especially HDR content. So if you like to consume a lot of media on a smartphone like shows on Netflix or videos on YouTube, then you're gonna have an excellent experience on this smartphone. The display does not disappoint at all. It's an awesome display. Also, one aesthetic change with the display is that the notch is a little bit smaller. This difference is also very small and it has no functional advantage whatsoever. Apple has not added any software elements over there. The notch is just smaller and that's pretty much about it. At this point, should we even talk about the performance on iPhones? It's just next level and this year is no different by the way. The A15 Bionic chipset on the iPhone 13 is a champ. You can throw whatever you want at it and this chipset will not drop a sweat. Gaming for 3-4 hours, scrolling around Instagram for 3-4 hours, watching movies or whatever you want to do on a smartphone, you can do it with the iPhone 13. The A15 Bionic is a very good processor and a very power efficient processor as well. Like we will talk about the power efficiency in just a bit. Now this year there is a difference between the normal and Pro models in terms of the chipset, especially the GPU. The GPU is way more powerful on the Pro models, which unlocks some unique features which are exclusive to the Pro models. For example, ProRes video. You can shoot ProRes video from the iPhone 13 Pro and that is a big deal. The processor is able to handle that and that is commendable. It's not available on the iPhone 13, only on the iPhone 13 Pro. But yeah, the bottom line is that A15 Bionic is a very good processor and Apple has done an excellent job this time as well. Now a big part of performance is also software. iPhone 13 comes with iOS 15 out of the box and iOS 15 is iOS 15. It has some very cool features, but it gets boring very soon. Like Apple is very restrictive with their software and that is kind of annoying. Like at this point, Apple should have learned from their mistakes, but no, they're not going to do that. Now don't get me wrong, iOS 15 is very good in terms of performance, but it gets very boring very soon. Now this time around, I have noticed a lot of bugs here and there with iOS 15. It is not perfect by any means and Apple has a long way to go. But Apple generally does a very good job in terms of ironing out the bugs. So I'm hoping that with future software updates, iOS 15 will get better. Now one important point over here is software updates. You will get at least 4 to 5 years of major software updates with the iPhone and that is just next level. So yeah, if you're a person who uses their phone for a long period of time, then you will love this smartphone because it will get a lot of software updates. Battery life. Now here's where I was seriously impressed with the iPhone 13. As I said, A15 Bionic is a very power efficient chipset, and that is clearly shown over here. Battery life on the iPhone 13 has been nothing short of amazing. There were days where I was getting 8 plus hours of screen on time, and I've never seen that on iPhones. Apple really killed it with battery life this year, and that's just amazing. So you will get very good battery life on the iPhone 13, and you can easily use it throughout the day with some juice left towards the end of the day as well. In fact, some people who are light users can use it for 2 days as well. The battery life has been very good. Now on the charging side of things, you do not get a charger inside the box, and you do get somewhat fast charging, but it's not fast charging as compared to the competition out there. Like the competition in Android is offering 65 watts, 100 watt fast charging, and as compared to that, the iPhone has regular charging. So that is a big con. You do get wireless charging over here, so please keep that in mind, but there's no reverse wireless charging. Reverse wireless charging would have been like the cherry on the cake over here, especially for people with AirPods. Like imagine charging your AirPods by just keeping them on your iPhone. That would have been the perfect scenario. I'm pretty sure Apple is going to introduce it next year and call it a revolutionary feature. So yeah, Tim Cook, if you're watching this, you're welcome in advance. Apple has come a long way in terms of the cameras on their iPhones. This year the sensors have been upgraded. They are physically bigger sensors, and theoretically they should let more light in, which is always a good thing. Now I have done a dedicated full camera review of the iPhone 13, and that video contains a lot of photo samples and video samples as well. So I highly recommend you to go ahead and watch that video. I will drop a link to it in the description box below. But long story short, iPhone 13 has a very well balanced camera setup. Daylight photos, portrait photos, low light photos, videos, cinematic mode. Everything is very well balanced over here, and that's the main thing. It's not like this phone is best for photos and does not perform so good in videos. It's a very well balanced phone. It's an all-around camera, and that's what matters. Very well balanced is kind of a theme with the iPhone 13. This gets me to other little things. The speakers on the iPhone 13 are amazing. They are better than the iPhone 12. They are louder. The sound clarity is just next level, and I really like the speaker setup on the iPhone 13. It's that good that sometimes you won't even need a Bluetooth speaker. Trust me on that. As far as the haptics go, Apple has not cheaped out over here. The haptics on iPhone 13 are great. Apple is one of the few brands out there which focuses on haptics, and that is excellent. As far as the port situation goes, you do not get the headphone jack, and the lightning port is still here. I don't know why Apple won't shift to USB Type-C, like it's clearly the right choice, but nope, they want to make some more money with lightning and they are sticking to lightning. The lightning port is very annoying over here. Apple should have given USB Type-C, and maybe next year, like I don't know. Overall, the iPhone 13 is a very well balanced smartphone. It ticks most of the boxes out there, and it just works. That's the main thing over here. If you do a lot of work on your smartphone, then you can trust this phone and it won't disappoint you. It's that good. But all that matters only if you can afford it. The pricing is just way too high, and I cannot recommend this phone to everyone. If you have that kind of money, then why not? You can go with the iPhone 13 and it won't disappoint you. But if you don't have that kind of money and you are stretching your budget, then I'm gonna say, just pull back a little bit and buy the older iPhones. Even they are very good. Like the iPhone 12, 12 mini, they are still excellent smartphones, and you can buy them in the Flipkart sale. If you want to buy the iPhone 13, I'll make sure to drop a link to it in the description box below. So anyway, this was my full review of the iPhone 13. Do let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.